Welcome to Allie's Attic Show, where you never know what kind of surprise you'll find in my attic. I'm your host, Allie, and today my surprise is a woman who started her career as a singer-songwriter 26 years ago by creating a fusion of rhythm and blues and country music called country soul. Please welcome Petrella. Hello, Petrella.
Hello, Allie. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
Well, I'm very excited to be hanging out in your attic. I'm into attics. I'm from the South. When you did wrong, they sent you to the attic.
Oh my! I like
Except
that.
in the summertime.
Gosh, no, this is a fun attic. You're not in trouble.
So good. I'm glad.
So, Petrella, I love your music and you intrigue me. I mean, you have carved a path out for yourself and you're just forging full force ahead and I love it. But tell me when this all started, right up to now.
Well, I tell people in life you can just be hanging out at the wrong place at the right time. And so I was at the Los Angeles Songwriters used to have a convention that they had in Los Angeles years ago. And so I was steady writing songs, until finally somebody from a nice big label told me, said, honey, you're just too country to be writing what you think you're writing. She says, maybe you should try and write for country and see what happens,
Uh-huh.
And so they used to give us a tip sheet when we came there, and I had been going there for 3 or 4 years and had met quite a few people there. And so I said, okay, I'll take the tip sheet and I'll let other people hear what I'm doing beside the people in Los Angeles. And sure enough, I got a couple of bites from down in Nashville. And so my mom and we went down there and I joined the Nashville Songwriters Association. And that was say about 89 or something like that.
Oh, wow.
And so I just kept on pitching songs to them. And I had this song that they had a lady by the name of Kitty Wells, and she was a really big country artist, and she was with a label called Playback Records.
Okay.
So I pitched it to this guy named Jack Gale, and that's who headed up Playback. And so I got this call. I was in Phoenix, Arizona. In fact, I was in a place called Mesa. But when you go to little places, you say the big places. So I was in Phoenix.
Okay.
But anyway, so he called and he wanted to know who was singing the demo. And I told him it was me. And so then from there, we just started putting stuff together, and just keep on adding this and adding that. And every time I would pitch a song country, everybody kept singing, well, it's country, but it sounds like soul. And then they just kept saying it until finally a guy from Cashbox Magazine, his name was George Albert. He owned the magazine. And he and my label got together and they thought, well, she's really doing more of a country soul. Which country soul is a historical music that came back from way back, 30s and 40s, by a guy named Blind Lemon. He was a guy who played the guitar. He's a black guy, and he sang country music. So
okay.
That's what they ended up. But I chart. I'm just like country pop or country R&B, whatever you want to call it. I chart on the country chart. So, it's just, what they say, it's just like everything else. Eventually it rises to the top if it's any good.
Yeah, exactly. Now, talking about good, so your inventive sound landed you on the cover of Cashbox magazine, and produced 5 singles that made it to the top 100 on the country music charts, with your latest single from the 100 Proof Woman CD, going number 14 on the Billboard Hot Country Singles chart. Now that's impressive. Now let's talk about who you opened for, because I would do anything to just be in the same room with this woman. You've opened for Gladys Knight.
Absolutely. Well, Gladys and I, we did the Black Rodeo. They have a rodeo that goes round all year long, and she was on the bill and I was on the bill. So I told her we were both riding in the back of a truck. So I don't know if she opened for me, I opened for her, but we were just doing our thing,
Wow.
It was held, I think it was in Pomona, California. I was telling people, see, most people don't know. At first they were going to have this country music fest. It was going to be out here in Pomona, California.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think they changed their mind, and they finally got enough people in Nashville to say amen to it. And so they took it back to Nashville, the country music festival that they have every year. But that particular year, when I was out here with Gladys, they also had the country music festival out here. So I got to do both of them. I got to do the country music festival, and I also got to do the Black Rodeo out here, and that's where I was opening for Gladys Knight.
Wow. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Now, you also performed on Ernest Tubbs' Midnight Jamboree radio show.
Yeah. Now, Allie, that's an interesting situation there. I kept trying to get on the Grand Ole Opry, and I just wasn't holding my mouth quite right, and so I couldn't ever be able to get booked there. So they had a thing that they called the Midnight Jamboree, and it came after they would get through with the Grand Ole Opry. Anybody who wanted to hang over and hang out, that's what they would do, and they would come next door. And it was set up in the back of Ernest Tubbs record store down in Nashville. And so it was like a stage and everything. And so me and Rhonda Benson, her band, we all hung out, and I performed with them on that particular stage. Yeah.
That is awesome. Well, I mean, if you can't make it to the Opry, I mean, whatever avenue you can get on, right? Now, you've released 2 videos, Blues, Stay Away From Me, which has been played from California to South Carolina. Your current video, Working in the USA, which is an amazing song, is a tribute to the working class people in the USA, and it's on Vivo.
That's correct.
And you have 7 nationally distributed CDs. You've won the Airplay International Golden Microphone Award and the Producer's Choice Award. Like, you're doing well.
Well, yeah, but Allie, here's the whole thing I tell people. I started this whole. I wanted to start earlier in age, of course, but I had to wait until my 2 girls were in school. And when you have girls, you're a little bit particular about taking them on the road so much. A lot of people do, but I'm an independent poor artist. So, I don't have nannies and all the backups, So as soon as my youngest daughter got ready to go to college, that's when I signed my first deal, which was in, 1989 or so. And so I just kept on doing it because I really wanted to be a songwriter. I really wanted to be an artist. I really enjoy meeting people. I've toured all over the United States. I used to go to every Hastings video and music, everywhere I go, Iowa, Minnesota, Minneapolis. It didn't matter, Tampa, Texas. I just like doing music, and I love country music. So, it's easy, because it's your passion, and I think that's what makes the difference.
Oh, definitely. Now, your first album was nominated for Album of the Year by the Nashville Tracker magazine, and your single Blues, Stay Away From Me went to number 50 on the charts and was the number 1 ranked independent single by Cashbox magazine. I urge everybody to go to Petrella's website and check this song out because it's beautiful. Now, because you've been doing this for a while now, Petrella, and I mean, seriously, you have forged your own path. This is your lane, and you're doing it your way, which I commend. I don't like it when people put themselves in a box and say, this is my genre, and this is the only thing I'm going to do. And you said it yourself. People are putting you in country pop or country R&B, but you know what you're doing. So if you had any advice to give an artist that was already out there or just starting out in this crazy industry, what kind of advice do you think you'd give them?
Well, here's the thing, Allie. You want to be your own person. That's the first thing you want to be. You want to be true to yourself. And I'm a really believer in that, because I am who I am. I'm from a country town. It's 30-some thousand people. Honey, that ain't no city. All the music that used to come on the radio was all country music, KBHS, KZNG. And if the wind blowed real good at about 12:05, we could get an R&B station out of Nashville that was called Randy. So when I started doing country, the industry will try and box you, but you just have to. I'm no different than anybody. You just have to hold to who you are, and then that way you won't fade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I tell people I love ASCAP because I went to all of their seminars. You know, I believe in participating wherever you can. It doesn't matter if I'm on the stage with. I got this open for the Spinners this year, which was a great Motown group.
They are.
That group has had more singles than anybody you can think of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
And for me to have that opportunity, I felt like I had a charmed moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no kidding.
So you just take advantage of everything that comes along that makes you happy, you know, and make sure you give back. Now, I tell people, no matter what you do, all my sales that I've ever had, they say, well, how many did you sell? I said, I don't have an idea. I can't even tell you, because I would donate that money to some organization or something, because I don't eat much. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to have no great big old house, no 50 cars. It's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So I tell people, give back and do what you love. You can make it. Join everybody. Go with everybody.
Yeah.
It don't make no difference. Just enjoy your music, you know, and people will enjoy it then that way, you know?
Exactly. That is such great advice. And I love how I don't eat much. And people, she's not just talking about food. Like she mentioned the big houses, the cars. I knew what she was mentioning. I'm the same way. I don't need a whole bunch of fancy stuff as long as I get to do what I can do. And I mean, I need to make somewhat of a living off of it, but I do it more because I love it. Like, I mean, I get to discover people like you, which is, I mean, a bonus in itself.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Well, I mean, it's my pleasure. You know, I don't know where you're located, but I tell people I've had friends. You know, are you in Canada?
I am in Canada.
Yes, I've had friends. I pitched to a lady named Edie Gordon out of Canada. She cut one of my songs called Outskirts of Phoenix. Her and her rock band. Listen, that was a great country song, but that chick did it in rock, and it was awesome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Feel free. Music makes folks happy.
Exactly.
Music can take away all your pain and everything. Just turn it on and get the vacuum cleaner out. You'll be in good shape.
Yeah, and you know what? My favorite saying is turn off the news, turn on music. I think the world would be a much happier place if everybody did that.
You know what, Allie? That's what we ought to say. Turn off the news and turn on the music.
Yes.
And turn on Allie in the attic and everything will really be cool.
And make sure you turn on Petrella because her music is amazing. Okay, now what two songs are we going to hear from you, Petrella?
Okay, today you're going to hear I Can't Face You.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's kind of a play on, you know, Facebook and somebody that you like. You know, you just might be standing face to face with somebody. You know, that's when you just got a moment when you just got to express yourself. And then the other one is, of course, working in the USA. And when I say working in the USA, everybody wants to come over here and do something. Well, it don't matter if you're surfing, if you pushing dirt, if you're cooking hot dogs. You know, everybody wants to come over here and work and enjoy themselves. You know, I call it working. I call them, if you're surfing, you're working. You know, but anyway, so those are the two songs for today.
I would love to hang out with you. I'm just telling you right now. I just love talking to you. Now, you can purchase your music online as well as your website. And I love the name of your website. And it'll be up on my website. People can click on the link and go directly to your website. But it's a play on words. It's country.
Hey, Allie. Also, they can get on the Country Soul Train if they want to. I got one, www.countrysoultrain. If they want to get on the train and just ride and listen, hey, I got that too, so tell them either one.
Awesome. I will. Okay, I'm writing that down. So it's Country Soul Train?
Yeah.
Okay. I like the name of the other one too because it's a play on words.
Controversial.
I love the name of that.
I
That is so great. I love it. And especially because of, the type of music you do. So it's called controversial.com. I'll put them both on my website and people can click on the link and go and discover even more about you.
I really appreciate this interview.
Oh, I'm so glad you came on. Like I said, I love talking to you. So I wish you the best of success. Anything new happens, Petrella, make sure Bob gets a hold of me and you can come back on anytime you like. And I'm
me up there sometimes. If you're gonna do something, you know, then holler at me. You know?
I will. And
I tell people I'm very open and I'm very available. You know, we do a lot of shows, but it doesn't matter. You know, I'll come up and you and we can play in your attic and go around and do some other things too.
Exactly. I hope I see you on the stage of the Grand Ole Opry. That's my wish for you, Petrella. I hope you get there.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And you have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much for coming on my show.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
I love you. Take good care.
Love you too. Bye-bye. And thank you for joining me on the Allie's Attic Show. Keep checking my website because you never know what kind of surprises you'll find in my attic. Cheers.